What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? You already know what time it is on the Chase That Bag podcast, baby. Got a very, very, very special guest with me today. GhostDawgShawty.
Hey.
What's happening?
Yeah. I'm good, man. Chilling. You know what I'm saying? Just, out and about in the city.
Already, bro. Welcome to the show, bro. I appreciate you just having the opportunity to just sit down with you, man, and talk about GhostDawgShawty and what you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Man, appreciate you for having me, man. This some real shit right here, man.
Now, I formally know you as Kush O'Keefe, man. I mean, what's up with the name change? What brought that about?
I had some technical difficulties with stuff regarding to my music, the rights to my music. Somebody was like using my music without my consent and stuff like that, and it kind of like, it was kind of discouraging at first because I worked hard, to get that name, a little bit of notoriety, but I kind of took it as a blessing. Like I got the 2 Chainz treatment, and it worked. It was like something that I really was like leaning toward, but I didn't expect to come through it that way. So I just capitalized off of it, and here I am. This is where I'm at with life right now.
So I'm assuming like you're currently in the stages of rebranding yourself.
Yes.
Okay. With Kush O'Keefe, did you have it trademarked or something? Like what exactly was going on? You said somebody was using it.
I produced a lot of work for a person, and instead of them just like doing it the right way, they was doing it the wrong way. And they was like doing stuff with like putting me in the mix, but I wasn't even getting the bread. But it's really water under the bridge now on that. It got settled, and it is what it is. Just like I chalk it up to the industry. I think stuff I don't know if it happens like that, but I think stuff like that happens commonly. But it is what it is. No hard feelings. I'm good now off of it.
I read it. So where you from?
I'm originally from Austin, but I come from Palestine, Texas, man. The steam.
Okay. It's crazy, man. I remember back when I dropped my first album. I had dropped my first album, Elevation, and I literally used to drive from Dallas to Palestine and post up at the gas station and sell my projects. Like Palestine, like they show a lot of love, man, in Palestine.
It's love there, man. But with all this artists there, it's kind of like, it's like clashing. We should be together, but I mean that's pretty much anywhere. The stain we got our own little distinct style and stuff like that. We got artists that do a little bit of everything. Like it's a little melting pot. It's the steam. The steam is the steam.
So the major city that you close to is Tyler, right?
Yes, and I love it here, man. I love it. It's beautiful. Like it reminds me of Austin. It reminds me of home. It's weird. You got a lot of stuff to do. It's a lot of different type of artists. I've met artists that do anything from screaming to just people that like put weird sounds together, and just I've met a little bit of everybody here.
Yeah. So describe to me like the culture in Tyler right now with the rap game.
Oh man, it's up for grabs. It's just a little bit of everything with trends returning from like the 80s and 90s, and then with trends getting created now. It's amazing like how little things is just gaining big traction. Like from anywhere to like shoes to the sounds to art. It's beautiful. Like as far as being a creative, it's refreshing because it kind of helps like artists like me. I've always been like a weirdo with the music shit. Like while everybody was doing trap shit, I was basically like doing, like I was fusing shit. I was making shit out of other shit. I was creating shit, and now it's all getting accepted. It's all getting love. So everything has equal footing.
Really. So you are an artist, but you're also a producer as well.
Yes, I am. As a producer, I'm pretty much, I would say, if you went to Houston and went to the hood, and the hood happened to have an arcade next to a trap house, that's how my sounds are, man. Like seriously, like that's how my sounds are. It's like I try to give my production that distinct Texas flavor, but it's energetic. It's full of it's whimsical sometimes. Like I'm a big fan of anime and video games and shit too. So I'm a big fan of like synth sounds and like noise and shit. So I try to mix it in there. I love beats. I love like let's see, what am I looking for? Like bass, like 808s and shit like that. I love that. I'm a big fan of sampling too. I did a lot of that on my Damn Ghost album.
So which one do you think that if you could only choose one, you know what I'm saying?
One beat, one of my favorites?
Nah. If you could choose either rap or produce, which one would you choose?
Man, damn, why you do me like that?
Yeah.
This nigga's asking the questions.
That's a tough one right there, man. You know,
man, I know I did.
It's tough right here for
you. You came in. I would. Damn, why you do me like that? Chase the bag. Oh man. Okay, so I would say producing.
What? So you started making beats before you started rapping this? That was your first love?
I was freestyle. I was a listener. I fell in love with listening to music first. And then I say about like after I graduated, I moved to Dallas and went to school for graphic design, and then I ran across people that were doing it, and I was taught how to, you know, record with Adobe Audition. And I was learning how to engineer and stuff, and then I also was learning how to make beats. But I say making the beats is the most beautiful part. Like rapping, yeah, you know, I'm pretty cool rapping, but like my beats, that's where I generally shine at. That's my expertise, like beats.
So not only do you rap and produce, but you also do, you know, you say you do graphic design as well.
Yes, I got my own little clothing line too. We designed it, Trill Brand Clothing. I like to do art. I like to take pictures. A lot of my artwork I do myself. It's just, I guess it's all part of like appreciation for the culture, and then it's like I like to be hands on with everything I do. So
lift your hoodie. I think you said you was showing.
Oh shit, the manga man. Excuse the H&M boxes if they show.
H&M boxes. He said he get his boxes sold at H&M.
Man, fuck that shit.
He on the H&M boxes.
Yeah, this is the manga man. This is actually the cover art from one of my albums called Black Manga. This is a manga man, you know. It's one of my favorites. So I turned him into a shirt.
You designed it yourself?
Yeah, I got it designed by my partner. This one I didn't do. This one is not mine. This was designed by my homeboy Preston Center, man. He came up with the concept. I told him I wanted to do like some Dragon Ball Z type shit because I'm like a big fan of anime. And he sent this back after a few days, and man, it was no re-edits, no nothing. It was perfect. And so yeah, I decided to keep it as a keepsake and then turn it into a graphic.
So it sounds like you pretty well rounded when it comes to the artwork itself, just the art form of what you're doing. So you could do the graphic designs for your project, you could do the beats, and then of course you could do the lyrics, right, and performing it, right? Yeah,
and I do video editing and video recording. Like if I could, if I could do all that, yeah. Okay. I mean, I figure like if you're gonna do something, do it right, and if you're gonna do what we doing, you should know how to do all these things because it'll help another person that, like, if they shooting your video, you know how to, you know, do the shit. You know how to, you video ready, you video worthy. So it's okay to have your hands in a million baskets, I feel.
So considering that you're able to do all those things, you know, the entire completion of the project itself, you know what I'm saying? What are some ways that you are marketing what you're doing as far as like your brand and your projects? Like, what are you doing to market that content? I'm finna generally, like, I'm new to TikTok, so I've been generally prepping my TikTok campaign because I'm finna start doing a lot of more TikTok stuff. I'm getting big back on Instagram since all of the stuff like the name shit is good and shit now. It's really much just, I do a lot of footwork. I'm out here with the people. Like I get in the whip and I go travel. I don't mind being out in the streets and shit. Like I fuck with the digital shit, but people want something they can actually, it's authentically there. Like they want to know. They don't want to see no bougie ass nigga that's finna come to their city and none of this. I fuck with the people, bro. Like you cannot fuck with the people. I like to be in depth with that. I like to be interacting with that type of stuff. So definitely like I guess we refer to that as street team, street promo type stuff.
Yeah.
So definitely that. And are you also like doing any type of online marketing? or email marketing?
I ain't doing the email blast stuff yet. I mean, I need to. It's a lot of stuff, like, you know what I'm saying? Because I generally was I was considered an underground artist as far as like how to get my music out. I used to be CDs and then streams and all this came into play, and it was just like boom. I learned how to assimilate with it. Originally, that's how I started. That's what made me get into Facebook. Facebook is really like a powerful tool. That and Instagram. And then when TikTok came along, because I don't fuck with Snapchat, that shit just weird. I just started fucking with the TikTok shit, and I keep up with what's going on and shit like that. I even fuck with NFTs. I try to stay in what's gonna get me closer to people. You know what I'm saying?
NFTs, what are NFTs?
It's like, oh man, don't get me started. Okay, so how I was taught the concept is I got a picture, and it's my picture. I own the picture, but somebody online wants to buy the picture. And they can buy the picture. But if the picture that you buying, somebody could right click and save as and have the picture, but they bought it. So I guess it's just like a fucking flex. Like, oh, I paid $10,000 for this art. Like it's some new shit. It's the way art is coming out. It's really weird, but it's lucrative and it's good for art. Digital artists at that, you know what I'm saying?
Really. So if you could describe to me what your next level would look like, right? Like, for example, like you say, hey man, I'm right here. I want to level up from here. In the next level, my goals are X, Y, and Z. Like, what does that next level look for you?
My next level? Oh man, I see me actually rubbing shoulders with the people that I want to rub shoulders with. Like, I want to work with the the Kendricks, the Yachty's, the Uzis, the Drakes. I want to work with the Bun B's. I just want to be able to put what I know how to do to use to help, not just for profit, just for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really don't give a damn about a nigga trying to like be a millionaire from music. That's why I have other outlets and stuff that I can do. I really genuinely just give a damn about the music. You know what I'm saying? Music really didn't save my life. Like, it was situations where I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do, and music made them ways for me. So I really just want to be the martyr. I really feel like I'm a martyr for that shit. So, I mean, it ain't no choice of what my next step is. My next step is that I have to progress. I have to elevate. And I got to work for it. Like, I'm not a lazy person. So my next step is working harder and moving forward. Like, my talent is there. And not in no cocky sense of the term. It's there and it's showing. It's going to show. And I just want to be not a role model, just like an ideal, like one of the models of what happens when you work hard and you set yourself for goals. Like, I didn't think that I would be able to just do all the stuff I've done with music, like go places and shoot the videos that I've shot and stuff like that and all that. I just want to make sure that people see progress.
Really? That's what's up. I mean, shit, it sounds like you're doing it solely because you just have a passion for it and you love it.
Right.
So have you established like yourself as an actual business entity, or? Yes, sir.
Started an LLC for the Trill brand last year and have been working on it ever since. I think that's what's going to ultimately drive me farther too, is because I'm not really a fan of like expensive clothing. And if I am, I don't want no another motherfucker to have it. Yeah. I'll take that shit serious. So that's what prompted me to start my own shit. You know what I'm saying? I want to have something that's unique.
What's the name of it again?
The Trill brand.
The Trill brand, and that's going to be more so like with the apparel niche.
Yeah.
Like clothing.
Yeah. And then I have Trill visuals under it, which is my video stuff, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. So, do you feel that radio is needed in order to break a record?
Hell no. What's needed is the DJ to do their job. No offense to any DJs out there to see this, but man, look, it used to be. I hear stories about artists that came up in the 90s and shit, and they had to go through all the mumbo jumbo of actually having to do the footwork and get this shit to the DJs. Man, now we have access to the DJs. And on the artist end, you have to give a DJ good quality music. You have to give them something to work with. You just can't throw no trash together. You have to have some type of taste with it. But as DJs, they have to really have faith in the record and really have that passion behind the record. themselves too. Like DJs are just as important as the rappers. They just as important as the producers. They just as important as anybody. So yeah.
Let me ask you this, because I definitely understand exactly how you feel. But for, just to play devil's advocate for a moment, what about the DJs who say, well, I gotta like the record, so the record gotta be good. What about the DJs who say, you know what I'm saying, like you gotta have certain stuff together, as far as like, something as simple as the song need to be registered with media base, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that. Like, what about the artists who feel exactly like you, right?
But don't know how to do that?
They haven't taken care of their business as far as the actual song itself, or maybe the song just not jamming. And you know how artists are. I'm an artist, you an artist, everybody an artist, right? Everybody in my rap. We are passionate about our shit. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, like, we can come back to the song 2 years from now and be like, man, this song was just all right. But at the moment, shit, that song was what we tell people, I got the hottest song. Damn hottest song. You know what I'm saying? Like, what about the perspective for that? And what about that for those artists?
Accountability. You have to be, that's where it all circles back to why I say you got to know what you're doing, but how you doing it. I actually said that shit in a song. What did I say? I said, let me pull your coat. Let me show you how this rap shit go. Like, that means, like, you gotta know, like, a lot of artists don't know how to do these things, and that's not an excuse. That's kind of just like, they might not know this shit. Like, a lot of, like, people don't know how to do that shit. So if it's someone that does know how to do it, if they taxing, okay, that's a different story. Some people got to get paid for their time, but I feel like it's really that aspect right there is really like, it's multiple factors to it. You gotta, if you gonna do it, either know how to do it. But if you don't know how to do it, don't be afraid to ask for help.
A lot of people don't ask for help. You know what I'm saying? You got ego, you got pride. Some people are not even focused on that. Sometimes their focus is only just the song and performing the song and getting the DJ to play the song, rather than like all of the other pieces to the puzzle. And then too, I think there's accountability on both sides. I think that artists need to improve what artists need to improve. I think a DJ should improve where a DJ should improve if they have areas of opportunity as well. I think it has to be like a balance.
Exactly. And a lot of people think that this shit is owed to them. Like, the DJ don't owe you shit, bruh. And as the artist don't owe you shit. Like, it's really a symbiotic relationship that should be maintained. And if a DJ says, hey, you shot your shot and you was this close to hitting it, and if they just tell them what they can do to do that, to hit the target, that'd be cool. And that's where it's all is. It's give and take. You can't be in this rap shit and not be able to take advice and criticism. Like, that's a lot of artists that I see, like, as a producer working with artists, I try to tell them something, they'll be just, I don't want to do the song no more. And I'm just like, well, shit, I told you the truth. The truth, it hurts for a reason, because you gotta grow from the pain. So I really. So give me your top 3 artists in Tyler. Top 1, who the hardest artist out of Tyler? Right? Oh man, I don't want to start no shit. Damn, chase the bag. Oh my god, bro. I'm gonna get beat up in this shit. I'm okay. Can I just say like 3 artists that I like?
Yeah, that's cool. It ain't gotta be in no particular order. You know what I'm saying? Artists are extremely competitive, so I get it.
Yeah.
Top 3 though.
Okay, so I would say Dreddy Franks, because I worked with him on Damn Ghost and a couple of cuts before that. I like the way that he stays true to himself, and he's a hard motherfucker to get in touch with, man. Like, I like the way he stays true to himself. He has his own set definitive sound, and it's gorgeous, bro. Like, this sound is like, it's that funky shit, man. That music that make you vibe and feel it, like shit like that. I heard the High Rich Mafia people, they was pretty badass and dope too. So that's 2. There's a 3rd one. I would say, was it Rose Mob? Ain't that Rose Mob and shit? I think so. I don't want to slaughter nobody's name or nothing, but I like Rose Mob too, because I like how organized they are. They actually they move as a unit, and that's rare, especially around here. Like, they actually are a unit, and then they come out. Like, I did some shows with them. When they come out, and that's impressive. Like, most people just come out and get on stage and yeah, they give a show. They stage presence is amazing, and I respect that, and I fuck with that. Shout out Dreddy Frank, shout out High Rich Mafia, shout out Rose Mob. Let's work, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, so they trying to do some bass on the project, man. You know what I'm saying? Drop some of that cook crack, man. For real, for real.
Yeah, it's like a couple more artists, but I can't think of their names. I've heard about their music and stuff like that, but yeah, them just three.
I mean, you know, I why is it so hard for artists to really, you know, really just give people they props on some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, if somebody drop a hot record or a hot project or did a dope video or had a hot interview or had one hell of a show, like, what's so hard about us as artists saying, man, say, bro, you killing that shit, baby? You know what I'm saying? Like, man, keep that shit going, fam. Like, keep grinding. What's so hard about that, man?
I think, like you said, it's ego and pride, bro. I think once artists really just understand it, it's a group effort. We all working to do the same thing and start, you know what I'm saying, just doing it on a personal level toward themselves, within themselves. It'll get better, but it's a competitive industry, man. So it's okay. Like them, but when you see NBA players, they slapping fouls and shit, and they all this shit after the game and shit. But during the game, they playing as hard as they can.
I don't know, cause KD be dry hating on people, bro. Like, I seen an interview the other day. KD, they asked KD like who was like the top 3 or top 5 Oklahoma players. I think no, not Oklahoma, just players overall that he's played with. The top 5. He mentioned everybody except for Russell Westbrook.
Yeah, that man just a hater, man.
He turned around and liked another, he liked some type of post or something on social media talking about that Curry and them couldn't do it without him and some other stuff. And I don't know, and that man is great, but he be, you know what I'm saying?
Man,
he be having his feelings.
No
you know
offense to Kevin Durant, but this the same nigga that I seen somebody share a post about this nigga talk about he think the NBA players should sign jerseys to give them to his fans, and then somebody reached out to him for one and he blocked him. And I don't believe in that bitch ass shit, man. I don't believe in that shit, man. That's not cool at all.
Really. So have you ever been like to a show in Dallas?
Like when I first started this shit, I did like a show at a strip club up there. Okay. I was on like a mini tour with an artist from Jacksonville named Lil Ted at the time, and man, it was pretty cool.
Who got the baddest strippers, Tyler or Dallas?
Oh man, this is some shit. This is like some Black Noir War shit, man. You, god damn, chase that bag. What the fuck? I don't want to start no shit. I mean,
start no shit, man.
Fucking Dallas, I guess. Then
shit, man.
I guess Dallas. That's pretty cool. I guess
Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I guess so. I ain't never been to Timeout, so I don't know.
You ain't never been to Timeout?
Hell nah.
It's some other strip clubs. Shout out to Dad at Timeout. I love you, Dad. It's some other strip clubs down here though.
Damn, I ain't know shit.
What's the one in Kilgore?
I don't know.
Sensations.
Oh nah.
Shout out to Pat Davis. Shout out to TV.
I'm gonna have to check that shit out.
Yeah, they be doing that thing.
Book me.
So last but not least, where can people find you?
On Facebook, it would be Kush O'Keefe. On Instagram, it's GhostDawgShawty. Spotify is Ghost Dawg. Apple Music, Ghost Dawg. Got a tape out right now called Ghost Vandross. You know what I'm saying?
Ghost Vandross.
Oh yes.
Oh, you be singing like Luther.
Goddamn, jokes
like
is shit.
You Luther Vandross dog, huh?
Oh man,
Luther
say
Vandross shouting dog.
The reason. Oh man, chase that goddamn bag, man. Say, I wasn't ready for this shit. Hold on, man. Let me.
He having a Luther Vandross mouth.
Say, man. Okay. So the reason I called it Ghost Vandross is because I'm really big into R&B music, and I ain't ashamed to say I listen to SZA and Summer Walker and all this shit on the regular, old Erykah Badu and shit. I love music like that. I called it Ghost Vandross because it was very melodic, and it was very like harmony and R&B driven. It was an R&B driven project. I'm rapping on it and shit too, but it was something like Luther Vandross, the Barry Whites and shit. They made music that you felt, and the whole entire project. I've had people tell me that they couldn't skip one song. You know what I'm saying? It's a deep project. It's a defining moment for me as becoming. I feel like the artist that I really was all along. I just, you know what I'm saying? I just came and proved that I was this. Ghost Vandross. Like, but the thing about that is I separate my music now. I can rap and do whatever the fuck I want, but I can also do it. I do it like anime. Like if you notice, like on Dragon Ball Z, they separate the canon, which is like the real shit about the story of Dragon Ball Z, from the non-canon, which is like the GT movies and shit. Ghost Vandross, believe it or not, would be considered non-canon. Damn Ghost would be considered canon. Like the Texas type of shit, me rapping and shit. That's the real lore of what I'm doing. The Ghost Vandross tape is kind of like an offshoot of like a what if or what up or what would happen, and I do that because it gives me the ability to do what I want music wise and not be compromised or not be judged for having two different styles of music. And you know what I'm saying? Like, I might want to sing and shit like this. I might want to get on some old school type shit. You know what I'm saying? I might want to get on some old G-Funk type shit. And I don't want to be out. I mean, I feel like a lot of fans are very judgmental for shit like that. So I have a fucking reason to do what I'm doing. If any motherfucker want to ask, it's if you could tell by the art, especially too. If it's a cartoon type of graphic, that's a real deal. That's canon. I'm providing them. I'm turning my music into an arc of anime. That's my career. My career is like an anime, and you in the arc right now. That damn Ghost is the arc. That Ghost Vandross is non-canon. So y'all decide what y'all want, what next arc y'all want. I done provided the details of how it go. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be elaborative. I think that having imagination with shit like that too, it helps with creativity. So yeah. Oh yeah, and I got a video coming out for a video off of Ghost Vandross called Going Through Some Shit. I actually shot it here at Fresh Paris.
Really? That's what's up. It's already released on YouTube?
No, it's coming out soon.
Oh, okay.
I've been pushing it and holding it back because I got some shit coming with it. I'm just like kind of trying to build buzz. There's a lot of people ready for it to drop. And then I'm planning on shooting another one, but I can't tell nobody to what it is yet. I just want to surprise people, man. But I got some shit coming. I like to just, keep it going, stay consistent.
Really. I got two hard questions for you, and then we'll be Gucci.
Man,
you know,
I'm scared because I don't know what the hell you finna ask.
So, God forbid, right?
Oh shit!
But if today was your last day on earth, what would you want people to remember about you?
That I was always passionate and went to the neck about my music, and that I really gave my all for this shit. Like, I really care about music. I don't care about the cash and shit like that. It's just the music is more valuable than money. Money fuck around and not even exist tomorrow. But music, that's just forever. That's just like your name. So you're supposed to honor it and you're supposed to respect it. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be something that holds weight. And I want people just to remember me for being the person that was genuinely gave a fuck about what he did.
Really? You actually answered both of them. I appreciate you, bro. It's been an absolute privilege and an honor and a pleasure to sit down and talk to Mr. GhostDawgShawty.
Hey.
Man, you need to change that Chris O'Keefe Facebook page.
They won't let me, man. They won't let me.
You telling me you GhostDawgShawty.
They won't let me.
You coming in here with a mask on, talking about I'm supposed to be Joseph Smith, but I'm somebody else because I got the mask
But
on.
did you take that up with Mark Zuckerberg? He won't let me change my shit, bro.
He won't let you change it?
Hell no.
Why he won't let you change it?
Bro, he won't let me change my shit. I'm banned from Twitter for life, and I don't know why. Like, so if y'all want to find me on Twitter, I ain't got one. Tell Twitter to give me a goddamn Twitter back. I got banned from Twitter. I don't know why. So, Twitter, holla at me. Get at me, please, because I would love a Twitter again.
Already. Once again, man, hey, it was an absolute you thought I was over privilege, pleasure, and an honor to sit down with you, bro, man. I appreciate you being on the Chase That Bag podcast, man. And as always, you know what we do. We chase that bag.
Chase that bag.
Bow.
Yeah.